Hey guys, this is Josie Q, and I'm about to show you some audio quotes from the game, and then I'm going to talk about it, do some of my theories, and yeah, so just here, listen to this, and I'll be back in a sec.
So you want to know the
My name is Stanley Ferguson. I was a guard at Alcatraz from 1933 to 1942. Today, I'm going to give you some insight into one of the more interesting tales from the prison's history. Over the decades, Alcatraz has seen more than its fair share of daring escape attempts. However, few were as audacious as the one undertaken by 4 inmates on New Year's Eve, 1933. Thought to be the brainchild of an inmate by the name of Albert Arlington, the outrageous scheme was as unlikely as its mastermind. It's believed that Arlington, aka the Weasel, somehow convinced 3 other inmates that he had devised a foolproof plan to escape the rock. It was a plan that would see them literally taking to the skies on a makeshift aircraft of Arlington's own design. Just how the Weasel managed to convince these hardened criminals that such a plan was even possible remains a mystery to this day. What is known is that no such plane was ever built. Instead, the group's plans for freedom soon descended into bitter argument and infighting. With the plan falling apart, anger and frustration would ultimately lead to a brutal altercation between the misguided Arlington and his former co-conspirators. Armed only with makeshift weapons, Finn O'Leary, Sal DeLuca, and Billy Handsome lured the unsuspecting Arlington to the roof, where they intended to exact a bloody and violent revenge. And so it was here, beneath the dark and stormy winter skies, that the hapless Arlington met his grisly end, bleeding to death on the cold concrete roof. For their participation in the murder, the 3 collaborators were sent to death by electric chair. Justice came swiftly. On the morning of January 19th, 1934, the execution order was carried out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Josie Q, and I'm going to kind of make this a shorter video, and this is just my thoughts on what that thing just said and my theories. So, pretty much what just happened was that well, I'll summarize it up in my own words. The Weasel thought of a plan to get off the island by making a plane. He thought of these certain steps he had to do, and it actually never happened. They never got off. What happened was that the 3 characters, I believe it's Sal, DeLuca, Finn, and Billy Handsome, they were all fighting with Weasel and blah 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 about whatnot. I don't know, and they led him up to the roof and pretty much killed him. And when they killed him, for all of them taking part in that, they got the electric chair, which is kind of how we see the electric chair on the Golden Gate Bridge, which I don't really know why it's on the Golden Gate Bridge, but I mean that's how you get back. So whatever. So so pretty much like I said, they killed him. Yeah. So it never actually happened. But right now they're stuck in a Groundhog's Day type of situation. If you've ever seen that movie, it's where the same thing happens over and over again until you do this one thing to make it stop. It's really kind of a cool kind of thing to think about. So if you listen to some of the quotes in the game, you hear that the characters like Sal, DeLuca, Billy Handsome, I believe his name is, and Finn O'Leary. I think I've heard them say before. Oh, like I've heard them say, "Oh, I can't believe the Weasel was right about this," or "I saw that in one of Weasel's drawings," or "The Weasel described this," or something. So what I think is that the Weasel is the only one that knows that they're stuck in some type of Groundhog's Day, and or some type of like alternate universe, I guess will call it. And he's the only one that knows it, and he draws this stuff down. He draws this stuff. He might not know it exactly, kind of like how Richtofen doesn't he didn't exactly know that they were kind of like he didn't know he was at Shangri-La before exactly, because I remember one of the quotes back then said it's like you've been here before, Richtofen. He's like, you know everything that's gonna happen, and then Richtofen's like, I'll know when it's happening or something. I don't know, but anyways, it's like he knows but he doesn't. So then also another couple theories which are crazy theories. Well, not crazy like, oh, I'm crazy, but crazy like it's insane. Like it's awesome, I guess. Yeah. The Weasel. I feel like he is the Avogadro from Transit. I feel like when they kill him, he doesn't actually just die. He goes into afterlife mode, which we've seen before, and he is the Avogadro, aka afterlife mode, from Transit. Because there is a picture in the warden's office of the Tower of Babel, and this map takes place in the 1930s, 1933, I believe. So it's a long time before that Transit game mode took place. So I feel like this is a direct like link, and he's the Weasel is the Avogadro. Tell me if you guys think that's true. I mean, I've read some stuff, and I really do think that he is. Also, I think he is in control of the zombies, and it might not be him exactly in control, but he's got something to do with it, because when you're playing as the Weasel and you're on the bridge and you have to get killed by the other characters, you do not get touched. You do not get anything by zombies. Zombies like don't even acknowledge you're there. And there was a quote that said by Sal DeLuca in my game. He said it's like he's a zombie boss or something, or he's like in control. I don't know, but pretty much like I said, they don't go for him at all. So that made me think, oh hey, you know, he's got something to do with it. The zombies aren't going for him. You would think that if he was just gonna get killed by his friends, that the zombies would go for him and the other players. But no, they only go for the three, not the Weasel. So I don't know. But if you guys liked my theories and liked the video, please leave a like. Leave your comments on what you think your theories are, and if you think my theories are right. And please subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're gonna get back to 100 because my old account was hacked. So yeah, help me get back to 100. Subscribe. Tell your friends. This has been Josie Q. Peace out.